What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. My name is Johnny. This is our bus Miles of Smiles. Regan is not here today, but we're getting some work done anyways. And you might be asking yourself, wait, didn't we already see a spray foam vlog? Why are you in this? Well, we got a little bit more to do. So if you guys have been following along, you know we already did our spray foam and our bus is pretty much all spray foam. But you may also know that there's one little front section up here that we hadn't done yet. So I'm here to do that today to start off this vlog. There's a much more exciting part of this vlog coming later that we're going to work on later today, and something Regan and I worked on yesterday. But that's going to come later. You probably already know what it is because of the title of this video. I'm guessing I put it in there. But anyways, I finished putting these furring strips out in here. Uno, dos, tres. These are the final 3 furring strips for the front of the bus. We were having troubles adhering them to the top of the bus because we cannot screw them into the top of the bus, so we just basically made a relief cut in the middle, and rather than having one solid piece of plywood, just made a relief cut in the middle so it doesn't have to do quite so much of a curve. It's holding up great. I screwed the other ones and adhered the other ones into the base one. Got them all taped out. If you know spray foam, if you watched our spray foam vlog, you know you see our plastic. I got packing tape on there. We're ready to go. I'm already like sweating in this thing, so I think I'm just gonna get going. Hopefully our spray foam tanks, they say work within 30 days. You know, you can save them and they'll still work within 30 days. So fingers crossed that they still do work. That would be fantastic. Without further ado, I think I'm gonna get spray foam in, and then we'll continue on with the rest of this video. Alright guys, and we're back from lunch. Just had some sushi from Meyer. Quick little stop over by Home Depot while I was out running some errands. Also refilled the beer, very important. Spilled a little bit. But now it's time to get to the more exciting part of this video, and that is the back door that Regan and I are building, or built yesterday, and we're gonna continue building right now. So let's go check it out, we'll talk about it. Alright, and here it is guys. Here's the back door Regan and I were working on yesterday. So I'm going to play some clips from yesterday from us building this while I'm talking about it. And hopefully this will kind of make sense because we totally just made this up. So if you're asking yourself, first of all, why the heck did we have to make this back door? Well, let me show you really quick what happened. So yeah, our back door completely fell off, literally fell off. It basically was already half falling off when we bought the bus, and we knew it was probably going to need to be replaced, but it came off in a much different fashion than we had originally anticipated. But it was a good story and I didn't die, so that was good there. So now that you know the reason we're having to build this door, let me tell you kind of what style we're going for. So the original doors were 2 fold-out style doors. We kind of have some issues with the back door jamb and some of the fiberglass back there, so we don't really have a perfectly square seam on all sides. So that being said, I knew that doing a 2-door style was going to be probably pretty hard to accomplish to get everything to seal well and whatever. So what we've gone with instead is one big door that's going to be a fold-up door basically on 2 big gas struts. So it's essentially like this was a big SUV or something, and it has a trunk. So this is about a 4 foot wide by 5 foot wide door. We've got a big piano hinge here that we're gonna put across the top. And so everything is gonna hinge on that top piano hinge. And we have 200-pound gas struts that we're gonna put on it. So door right now, I don't know what it weighs right now, but definitely under 100 pounds. I think we're gonna be far under that, which is good. So being that, you know, I'm no door expert, you know that if you watched our front door hanging video, I just do some research, do some thinking, and come up with something on my own. So that's exactly what we did here. Let me turn around and I'll show you the back. So you can see here on the back, basically what we did, again, totally made up. Somebody's gonna have issue with this or something, I don't know, but I totally made this up and we're trying to make it work. I knew steel was gonna be pretty heavy, so I was concerned about the weight of creating an angle iron frame or something out of steel. So what I did is I actually got 1.5 inch aluminum angle iron. It still has some strength to it. We got a thick enough one that it has some strength to it, so we made an outside square and then bolted the corners together, and then we have these pieces going across, and those are also bolted in. So we basically created that metal frame that had a flat front face on it, and then we took a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, secured that to the frame, and so this had some overlap on the sides, and this is where we're gonna put some weather stripping and hopefully get some good sealing. Now, the bottom also has a little bit of an overhang to help seal the bottom, but the top is gonna be completely flush with the top of the door. Obviously, the plywood doesn't look the greatest, so what we're actually gonna do, we got some big strips of cedar siding, which I'm gonna put on here today, and hopefully as we get the door up. So part of the reason I wanted to create this frame on the back of here is so we could do something like insulate it. So it wasn't just a wooden door that was completely uninsulated. If you know our layout and our bus, you know, and like many buses, our bed's gonna be at the back. So our bed's at the back, then there's a wall on the back side of our bed, and then there's the garage. And this is, you know, 3 feet from the back of our bed. So we wanna make sure that it's still well insulated, and it's still going to provide some heat and cooling entrapment, so to speak. So we've fit this door in. It fits really well. It was actually sitting in there the whole time I spray foamed. I'm going to attach the piano hinge here up top and then get our decorative cedar on here, and then maybe, we'll see, I probably won't be able to by myself, but maybe get it hung up there. So first I'm going to actually go scrape some spray foam, and then we'll keep working on the door. right, guys, and just like that, we got ourselves a back door. Well, you know, a partially finished back door at least. It's mounted, a little bit of finishing to do. Looks pretty good if you ask me. Obviously, really all you're gonna see is the red cedar. We gotta get a few more pieces here going down. Man, I think it looks damn good. Opens well, you know, opens all the way out. If I could get this door up here, this big awkward door up here, and I could be carrying it around by myself, I feel very confident in saying this door is definitely less than 100 pounds. I am just not gonna go ahead and give myself that much credit. I don't have big enough guns here, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's less than 100 pounds. Now, I got the 100-pound struts, but one thing they didn't come with was like the actual mounting ball that it mounts to. So the ends of the struts have a little ball that they snap onto, and the struts I brought previously came with them, but these are so big and are typically just replacements for cars, I believe. So they don't come with the balls. So I gotta reorder the mounting balls from Amazon, and hopefully those will come in this week so I can get this video to you guys by Thursday. I can hopefully run to Menards one other day this week, get the rest of the cedar for the bottom, and then we can check this one off the list, guys. This is one of the many holes. This hole has been here for so long. Not finished, not totally done yet, but feeling great about how this came out and how this is turning out, guys. I think it looks way better. This is gonna be super cool. I think we may still stain it and just seal it just because it's gonna be out to the elements. So, but it's pretty cool when you can build something like this and it turns out and things go well. So enough about that for now. There's still gonna be a second part to this video because we got a few days left till Thursday. It's only Sunday, guys. So stay tuned and watch us finish up this door. Alright guys, and just like that, we actually have a finished lockable door. So let me give you a quick overview of everything and show you what kind of finishing touches we put up here to make this a finished door. So first thing you're probably going to notice is these latches here on the side, and these are our adjustable cam latches, so we can adjust them to the tension that we need, and then they actually allow you to put a lock through them. So we'll have a lock on each side, and that'll help keep the tension that we want and keep a nice squeeze on the weather sealing. So here you can also see the weather sealing. This here is a sponge tape I got from Menards. I believe they also have this at Home Depot. But this I put here, and then on the other side, up here on the door itself, I used this multi-purpose rubber tape. So this is actually very similar to what we use to seal our bus windows and re-gasket those. So between this and then the foam tape that we have on the seal there, it makes a super good seal, and those adjustable levers allow us to really lock it down. And then last but not least, we got our gas struts. So like I mentioned, these were 100-pound gas struts. Now one thing I screwed up with here is I did not get the correct length. So after doing much more research and looking and just making sure I was doing the right things with gas struts, what you're actually supposed to ideally have is struts that are half the length of your door. So our door is about 60 inches, just over 60 inches tall. So ideally these would be 30 inches, but they're 20. But they are a little overpowered for what the actual weight of the door is, I think. So with a little fuddling around, I made them work to the point where they swing the door open freely and hold it open and everything. But you'll notice the door doesn't go to 90 degrees. So hopefully we'll get some new struts down the road. They're only like $15 a piece or so, or for a pair, I think maybe even. And then that'll allow us to get it all the way to 90. But as you can see now, I've got plenty of room. You know, I got plenty of room to hang out in here, whatever, be protected from the rain, do whatever we need to do, but enough room to get bikes in and out of there, get stuff in and out of there. It's a lot of room under here, and I'm happy about it. So not something we need to change right now, but something we'll change down the road. I'm super happy with the way it looks. The red cedar looks awesome in my opinion. It's simple, the wood breaks up the blue, and it's gonna help when we get some of our other wood here on the bus. So now that the door is complete, I'm actually gonna hop over to another project that I've already been working on. Let me go get some things together, and then I'll tell you what that is. All right guys, so what are we moving on to next? Something a little different. Moving on to some light bars. I had taken some footage previously putting these on the bus, but actually never wired them up. I needed harnesses and things like that, and I was gonna make a whole episode out of this, but I'm actually just gonna incorporate it now. So the other day I came by and it was time to do some exterior lighting. So we started with the headlights. We got new LED headlights off of Amazon. We'll link them below, of course. And those are shining bright, shining great. Those got in. I also painted the bezels that they come in. So the bezels were like this just old, it was at maybe one time clear plastic, but it was clear no more, and it was just gross. And so I said, you know what, this is gonna look a lot better if it's just black. So I painted those black, and because the headlights have black housings and then they have that black bezel, I think it looks awesome up front. And then I also went ahead, put our big light bar on the front, our big 52-incher, and then I put 4 light pods, 2 on each side, and then 1 22-inch light bar in the rear. So for now, we're not gonna do wiring on the 2 light pods on the side, and maybe not the one in the rear. I wanna at least just get the front one hooked up. So the front one, we're gonna hook up to the bus's 12-volt system. So I'm fine with, that's really the only time we're probably gonna use that one, whereas the side ones, and even the back one, are ones we're probably gonna wanna tie to our actual house battery system, because those are the ones we want to have on when we're outside or hear something at night and we want to be able to flip on all the lights around us, light it up, so we can see what's going on. So that's really the purpose for a lot of the side ones. It's just some light at night, whether we're sleeping or we're wanting to use the space outside. The light bars I got was a huge package deal on Amazon. Again, I'll link it below. It was like $125 for a 52-inch light bar, a 22-inch light bar, and 4 light pods. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. They were well reviewed. We'll see how they turn out to be. So I also ended up picking up, may not be able to see this, but this is a mic tuning heavy duty series harness. So this is basically a quick connect harness that's gonna work for that front light bar and just allow us to really easily connect it to the bus battery, hopefully, and then be able to connect it to a pre-made switch. So the ones in the back, or ones on the side and the back, are actually gonna be connected to a 12-volt switch back by our bed. But this one we're going to connect to the bus system up front. So without further ado, let's get going on trying to get this harness hooked up. I've got the bus batteries exposed over here. Should be pretty easy, knock on wood, to get this done. Let's see. All right, guys, we got everything wired in, good to go, and even mounted up here actually. So we got both switches here ready to rock. Put the front on the top, rear on the bottom. Hopefully makes it easy for me down the road. But the nice thing about these, like I said earlier, it's got the 2 functions, and you just flip on, flip off, flip on, and now it's the other function. Flip off, and then now it's back to the high beams. So I think I'm gonna shut off the lights in here real quick and give you guys a show of how bright these things really are. All right, well, they're definitely bright. That's for sure. You can tell this guy. Boom. I may aim it up a little bit more, but I kind of like, you know, it seems like, I think it'll project a bit more yet, but, you know, I did have it angled down, so it would extend out a bit farther than where it is now. Kind of like that it's angled down a little bit and not just out. Makes it, I think, a little bit more functional. Look at that, nice reverse light. Gonna light up whatever we need it to, and with the backup camera, this is gonna be so nice for backing up. All right, guys, and just like that, that is gonna be the end of this video. So, I feel like maybe it's kind of a random video. I don't even remember what we all filmed. This has been filmed over now maybe a week or 2, but I still hope you've enjoyed it and you've learned something. I know this back door is not something that a lot of people are gonna have to go through, a lot of people are gonna experience or have to make, but it's something we're doing, and it's definitely gonna be, I think, one of the things that really stands out on our bus, because other people don't have to do it. Most people just have a school back door or no back door at all. So I think this is pretty cool and unique, and I love the style that we've gone with the gas struts. Love the way that it's turned out. And obviously, light bars is pretty fun. Excited to get some lighting going and just getting more things done. And challenging myself too, you know, guys, let this door be a testament to you can do a lot more on your Skoolie than you think. I had no idea how to do any of this, right? But I did it, I figured it out, I came up with an idea. I tested things. You learn along the way, and that's how it goes. That's how your build goes. Sometimes you're gonna learn things more than others. I just soldered wires today. I had never soldered wires before. I watched our friend Chris do it once. I needed to solder some wires today, so I did, and it worked out fine, and the light bars work great. So don't doubt yourself, guys. Sometimes it just takes a little extra preparation, a little extra research, but it's worth it in the end because it's gratifying to be able to learn these things and be able to do them on your own, and then know down the road when you're living in this thing that you did do them on your own. So don't hesitate to learn. Obviously there's certain things that come with more dangers, electrical, heat, things like that, that maybe sometimes you need to step back and let somebody else take it on, but still, even with those things, get educated, get involved, learn something, so even if something does happen down the road, you know how to address it and you know how it was built or put together or whatever. So I hope you found this video informative, educational, whatever it may be. If you did, please go ahead and give us a like, and of course, subscribe if you liked anything in this video. If you want to go watch more of our videos and see if you really want to subscribe to our channel, hint, you're going to want to, go ahead and click on any of our 40 videos, almost 40 videos we have at this point. I think this is video number 38, so number 38 of, gosh, who knows how many more to come. I'm excited to keep watching that number climb, and we've been keep watching our subscriber number climb, guys. We're now, I think, at 321 as of today. Been climbing a ton lately, so super thankful to all of you that have decided to follow along on our journey, and I hope that you're getting something out of it. Again, whether that's entertainment, education, or whatever it may be, but we're glad to have every single one of you here, and very thankful that you're willing to be here and interact with us. So I'm gonna get cleaning up and get out of here and get home to Reagan, but thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.